brother will face brother.
Solo goes Neo.
And new faction debuts. Hello, welcome to Wrestle MSX. We are back. I'm Michael.
I'm Sally.
We kick off with the megastar LA Knight, who's still on the warpath for reigns, but complains about having to fight off his lackeys. And even though we've missed 2 weeks, it feels like I've missed absolutely nothing. It's just the same thing. It's unbelievable. Anyway, Solo then appears from the crowd and drops a few of Knight's catchphrases, with Knight then saying, "I've let you get away with 2. No more, this is your warning shot." The two laugh and put away their finger guns, with a moment then interrupted by Jimmy and Jey Uso. Jimmy says Solo has consequences coming after last week, with Jey then firing a warning shot. Solo mocks the warning shot by dodging it Neo style from the Matrix, with Jey then angrily challenging the pair to a match. Solo agrees to fighting them later and asks Knight if he has his back. Knight responds with a yeah, and then asks Solo if he has his back, with Solo responding with a pew.
Feels like I'm next to Donald Trump here.
Don't be envious of my orange glow.
Anyway, first up, Stephanie Vaquer in her first match back since WrestleMania versus Roxanne Perez. Perez with the rest of the Judgment Day women, of course.
Just interrupting, Vaquer came back on our last Raw review.
Yeah.
Before we went away. So she's not had a fight.
Nope.
And this is her first match.
Yeah.
And it's like we've missed nothing. It's incredible. No. It's all in it. Yeah. You can miss it
and not miss
anything. You can clip that.
Yeah.
You can miss it but not miss anything. Incredible.
It was relatively back and forth, which got a little sloppy with some counter pin counters. We, of course, had the Devil's Kiss exchange 2 count covers and the interference play by Morgan when Vaquer went high.
This brought out Becky Lynch, which sent Morgan running. Back in the ring, Vaquer hits Perez with a double knees and claims victory. After the match, Morgan comes for her, but Lynch stops her, dumps her over timekeepers, and then has a word with Vaquer in the ring. We assume saying she's now saved her twice. We only assume because that's what Corey Graves said she was saying, even though we couldn't hear him. So thank you, Corey, just for filling us in.
Backstage, we see Dominic Mysterio asking his dad why he's not in his tournament, with Rey saying maybe because you're not a luchador.
It's funny, just be like, you're not a luchador.
The father-son reunion is then interrupted by Javon Evans, who takes out both JD and Dom.
Next up, a World Heavyweight Championship #1 contenders tournament semi-final between Rey Fenix and Dragon Lee. After some tumbles, flips and counter tumbles, we get a fast-paced match intertwined with high-flying chops and announcer's desk abuse. A tornado DDT then nets Lee a 2 count cover, with Fenix then also kicking out of a Styles Clash on 2. Fenix, though, gets the win in the end with a Mexican muscle buster and progresses to the final, which is next week.
We then have a vignette of no idea. A woman drives up in a sports car of sorts, gets out and seems to be heading to a bar, but then removes her shoes, where we then see her in some MMA action. The clip finishes with her back in a dress and next to the ring. September the 14th then flashes up on screen with a neon cityscape behind. So I'm getting, she likes to party, but also likes to fight. Possibly also heavily influenced by GTA 6, which you told me is coming out sometime.
In November, I think. But it's just very, like, they know it's coming out.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously people are going to know who it is. We don't. We like the surprise. We don't want to be told, because then we know what's happening. And it's like, spoiled it. Let's just enjoy what's coming. Next, we have the contract signing between Oba Femi and Bron Breakker. Adam Pearce and Paul Heyman are in the ring just so we can set the scene. Now, I don't know what I've missed, but if this is just for a match at Sunday night's main event, why are we signing contracts?
I don't know.
Anyway, Bron questions what Oba has done to deserve calling himself the Future and claims Oba's only in the position he is because Breakker got hurt.
Oba fires back, if you debuted in 2002 and ran against John Cena, you'd be the face and the future of this place. Likewise, if you debuted in 2015 and ran against the big dog, you'd also be the face and the future of WWE. But Bronny boy, this is 2026 and you have the unfortunate privilege of running against me. Oba then adds that because he exists, the chances of Bron being the face of this place is drastically gone down.
Oba finished with his ruler, mountain, bringer of war shtick, but for me, he just knocked it out of the park again. Didn't slip on his words, didn't trip on his words, didn't stumble, didn't stutter. Not like us, just absolutely flawless.
Yeah.
Now, if he practices, he might just be good at it. You're going to be that minute 1% of people that can just, got it. But if he doesn't and he practices, that's what you get when you practice. LA Knight, please take note. Again, he started his monologue tonight when we opened the show, and there was a little trip on a word, and it's like, come on, LA, slow down.
You can see he wants to just get it out. He wants quick, doesn't he?
Yeah, I mean that might be his thing. That he's quick at it.
Exactly.
He wants to be like The Rock in that respect. He's pow 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 pow. But Oba was spot on. What he said was brilliant. If you can go and watch it, go and watch it. It was just. It's not the moment of the night for me, but it was just fantastic. Yeah. Anyway, Bron returns fire, saying he's going to take Oba to deep waters where his legs will tire and lungs won't have air in them. Breakker finishes by saying he's Bron Breakker, the guy Oba Femi could not beat. Bron then signs the contract, gets up and walks towards Oba. He then says, you want to sign this or should your daddy do it for you? Before handing the contract to Boy. I'm not sure that's his daddy.
I think he's just jealous because...
Wow.
Yeah. Bron demands Heyman signs it, citing he's been sniffing around Oba the last few weeks and that he dropped him when Brock showed up.
Which he did, to be fair, didn't he?
He did.
Brock's
Dead bad.
back. The vision, see ya. Yeah, that's silly, that one.
Yeah.
So
Breakker then cheap shots Oba with the pair then throwing hands. Austin Theory joins the fray with Bron then setting up for a spear, but Femi stops it and then drops Theory through the table. Oba then signs the contract and tosses it towards Breakker.
Backstage, the Usos tell Jacob to stay in the back and do nothing, alluding to the fact he did nothing to help them before, with Fatu saying he stood down because he was ordered to by the OTC.
Yeah.
Jimmy and Jay then both showed him their Ulafalas, with Jay saying he's the captain. They call the play and Fatu runs it. So I'm sensing a little bit of tension there.
Just a touch, yeah.
This is, I'm telling you, this is going to thingy.
More games.
Yes. It has to, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's got to.
Yeah. Next up, Javon Evans versus Big Cass. While the match is on, Cole tells us he spoke with Big Cass earlier today, with Cass still blaming everyone else for his problems and still not understanding why WWE fired him. Anyway,
Just weren't good enough.
yeah, Evans unloads on Cass in Timekeepers and even manages to clash with the cameraman as he got a little too close to the action.
When back in the ring and bleeding from the mouth, Cass downs Evans with a big boot and covers for the 1-2-3. After the match, Dom and JD jump Evans, with Dom landing a frog splash. So we're going to have Evans fighting JD next week,
and then
Dom the week after.
Backstage, Jackie Redmond asks Sol Ruka if she's excited about getting a rematch against Big Mommy Cool next week on Raw for the Women's Intercontinental title.
Oh, what did she say?
Ruka replies saying that she's stoked.
Oh, good.
With Io Sky then rolling up. She congratulates Sol with Zombie Valkyria then turning up. She also congratulates Sol and asks for her title match. Sol says no, adding she has to earn it.
Rightly so.
Zonkeria then says that's how Bailey used to talk to her, looks at Sky and says what, and heads off.
Nice. Next up, Penta versus La Parka. Is it La Parka?
La Parka.
Or LA Parker?
La.
In the other semi-final, number one contenders tournament for the World Heavyweight Championship. Pretty much a copy and paste of the other match between Phoenix and Lee, with the tumbles and high flying. I felt the crowd were a little flat here. Others may disagree, which is fine, but they just... I don't know, if you're turning up to watch Raw, you want to watch Raw, guys. You know who's advertised. You want to watch Raw. I'm not interested in AAA. 90% of that crowd are not interested in AAA. We just want to see...
John Cena.
Anyway, both exchanged 2 count covers, with Penta then picking up the win after the sacrifice and a springboard Mexican destroyer. So we have 2 Raw guys fighting.
Yeah.
with the winner set to take on another Raw guy in a title match.
Yeah.
So what's the point? What was the point of bringing these AAA guys if none of them are going to win? I mean, like, surely it would have been better for, as I say, a AAA guy to face Reigns and lose anyway. Reigns ain't losing.
He ain't losing.
He ain't losing to Rey Fenix or Penta.
No.
Because he will face, they're in the final, whichever one's Fane's race. So that ain't happening. I mean, it might do. It is in Mexico City. I can't see it. It's on Raw. It might do. It might just to bring people in. But why not have one of your AAA guys take him on in the final? If it is set for Reigns to win, it doesn't matter who he faces.
Exactly.
So why don't you push your AAA guys? But no, they've all lost. They're all out. So it's just basically somebody from
Raw.
Just
a random Raw match.
Just a random Raw match.
Yeah.
That is all it is.
Yeah.
There's literally no point to this.
No. Backstage, Solo thanks LA Knight and reaffirms he has his back and owes him. Knight tells him he owes him nothing, just don't make him regret it. We also see Chad Gable telling Ethan Page he talked his way out of a title match by speaking garbage. Jackie Redmond also tells Stephanie Vaquer she has a title shot against Liv Morgan in 2 weeks' time. Vaquer says she doesn't need Becky's help and respects her, and then vows to take her title back and destroy Judgment Day.
How has she got this title match? So she's come back.
I don't know.
Literally come back, beat Roxanne Perez.
Yeah.
Got a title match. So if Roxanne Perez had won, does that mean she'd have a title shot? So to the last match of the night and the main event of the evening, the Usos versus LA Knight and Solo Sikoa. Now this is a main event.
Yeah.
Jimmy takes a beating to begin with from Le Solo, with Jay then coming in and suffering too. The fight then heads outside as we break.
We come back to the Usos in control in the ring and piling in on Solo. Solo, though, eventually catches a break and brings in Knight, with he and Jimmy then throwing hands. Knight lands a top rope elbow and gets 2. Jay and Solo then fight on the outside near the timekeepers, with the pair then speared through the barrier by Royce Keys, and he has help.
Yes, he does. Back in the ring, 2 hoodlums take out both Knight and Jimmy, and then reveal themselves to be, or rather Cole does, OTM.
Yeah.
Bronco Nima and Lucien Price. No, me either. The new group then decimate the other men, with Jay, Solo and Knight all eating the ring steps before Jimmy is driven through the announcer's desk. Raw goes off the air with the new group in the ring. Yeah. Now, they came down with bandanas around the mouths, and I thought it was a return of, what was that group from a few years ago? Do you remember?
Oh, my
Misha
God.
was part of it, I
She
think.
was. It began with
weird names.
Yeah. Like Flapjack or something.
Flapjack. Tire Iron.
Oh my God, T-Bone. Wasn't Damien Priest did it as well?
But when they came down, I'm like, oh my God, they've brought them back.
Yeah.
But no, there's these 2. Look, I've no doubt people will know who they are. Of course they will. We don't, but that's what's good about it. We don't need to be like digging around. Oh, what's going on? Just watch it. Just watch it. Enjoy it. Yeah, they did. But let's just see.
Retribution. That was the group.
Right, yes. Well, yeah, first I'm like, oh my God, they brought him back. What's going on here? But obviously... Anyway, so now for Michael's moment of the night. This could be a match, a line, a look, a promo, something fun, interesting, quirky, different, just something that catches my eyeball. Obviously, it has to wait until the end, though, because if I do it halfway through and it's something that happens at the end, it's kind of a spoiler. So, Michael's moment of the night is, it's just Solo with his pew-pews and Matrix-style bullet dodging after Jay had shot at him. He's just funny.
He's just so good. Yeah.
And there's going to be a lot of people that don't like it, I've no doubt. But he is.
And it's the way he laughs after as well. Yes, which makes me laugh even more.
Because he knows he's aping his brothers or whoever he's with, and they probably want to laugh, but they can't. And he's enjoying it. And that's the thing about it. Let's not take wrestling too seriously. It's entertainment. Yeah. That's what the E stands for. Please understand that. It's E for entertainment, and he is very entertaining.
Definitely. Now, if you have your own thoughts or views that you'd like to share, then please do and leave them in the comment section just down below. Also, don't forget to go and check out our Musings video where we talk more about what's happened this week in WWE, with a new one dropping every
time we go on holiday.
if only, Wednesday.
Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, join our Patreon. You don't have one.
We'll see you Wednesday for a look at this past week in WWE, or rather just Raw, and Saturday for SmackDown.